Yusuf Abdi Ali is an accused war criminal, facing a civil trial in Virginia, alleging he's responsible for atrocities including torture and attempted murder in Somalia in the 1980s. While awaiting trial, he has been driving for Uber.
Wally? Yes, sir. He's just coming now.
Undercover CNN producers last week ordered an Uber in Northern Virginia. Yusuf, listed on the app as an Uber Pro Diamond driver with a 4.89 rating, picked them up. Yusuf Ali also told us he drives for Lyft.
Where are you from?
Originally from Somalia.
Sir, I was surprised to see that you drive for Uber and Lyft. Did the background checks of those companies not reveal the fact that you are accused of torture and murder and about to face a trial here for basically terrorizing communities?
Just how Uber and Lyft missed the accusations exposes a potential hole in their screening processes. A simple Google search of Ali's name brings up article after article about his alleged brutality as a commander in the Somalian security force. A major expose by CNN in 2016 found the alleged war criminal
CNN, okay.
working as a security guard at Dulles International Airport, a job he was fired from shortly after the report aired. And a search would have also revealed this, a Canadian Broadcasting Corporation documentary with villagers telling terrifying stories of Yusuf Ali's actions, the man they knew as Colonel Touquet.
Two men were caught, tied to a tree. Oil was poured on them, and they were burned alive. I saw it with my own eyes.
He caught my brother. He tied him to a military vehicle and dragged him behind. He said to us, "If you've got enough power, get him back." He shredded him into pieces. That's how he died.
Farhan Warfa is a Somalian who claims in 1988 Ali tortured him for months, then shot him twice and ordered guards to bury him alive. He survived, and since no international court has jurisdiction, Warfa has turned to civil court in the U.S. to seek damages. In court filings, Ali acknowledges he was a colonel in the Somali National Army, but denies having attempted extrajudicial killing and torture, and denies directing any such actions by his subordinates.
That's what the money is.
Ali told us he's been an Uber driver for a year and a half, and that background check, he said, was easy.
If you apply tonight, maybe after two days it will come up.
Last year, Uber tightened its background checks after CNN found convicted felons were able to become rideshare drivers. Both Uber and Lyft say their background checks include criminal offenses and driving incidents. And the company that does the screening, Checkers, tells CNN in a statement that they rely on public criminal records that have been adjudicated in a court of law rather than unverified sources like Google search results. Ali has never been convicted of a crime, only accused.
Mr. Ali, I have to give you the opportunity to respond to all the allegations. You may not wish to respond to all the allegations, but the allegations are that basically you tortured people, murdered people. Jake, both Uber and Lyft say they don't review social media or conduct online searches as part of those background checks on drivers. But when we pointed out Ali's history through a simple Google search, both companies took immediate action to remove him. Lyft banned him altogether for life. Uber has suspended him today, pending a review. That trial expected to wrap up this week in Virginia.